I have a question that I need everybody's help with.
Immediate attention. This is a local question. We need local people to answer here.
I'm in a dilemma. I don't know. I don't apparently know the rules of the road. Or maybe I do know the rules of the road. I'm going with I do know the rules of the road, I should say.
Everybody assumes they're right.
Yeah. So
of course.
I know I'm right.
Except for that lady that you encountered this morning. She doesn't think so.
So, the location in question is Webb City.
Mm-hmm.
The airport almost to the, what is that?
I don't know. Well, you're approaching, by that point, you're almost to like McDonald's in there somewhere, right in there.
There's the trail.
Uh-huh.
And the bunch of signs, pedestrians, something, and then they have the thing in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I take that as be careful, there might be people.
Right.
And it gives them a chance to get to the middle safer instead of I have to go through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes it safer. Not that you stop, because it doesn't say stop for pedestrians.
Right.
Nowhere on those signs. Well, lady this morning, as I'm driving,
mm-hmm.
and I paid attention, did the whole, like, hands up in the air.
Right.
And did the...
that you're visibly throwing hands up.
Overall that I'm walking.
So you're driving in, a lady is walking the trail or running, whichever.
Yeah. And she's in the middle.
She's in the middle. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought she was on the edge of the road.
Nope. Moved. They were going the other way, so they were moving to the middle.
They were going
they were
north
in the
to
middle.
South, in the middle.
Not all the way across.
And you were...
They froggered to the middle.
You're right.
They haven't froggered to the other side yet. I'm coming along.
So far, they're in the pedestrian safe zone, so to speak.
Yes, that's what I would call the safe zone.
Okay. And so you're driving towards...
Now, I do slow down a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But I got the hands in air,
uh-huh.
the visibly over-exaggerated arm hand, I'm walking here.
Yeah, that's what that says. Yeah.
And hands back up in the air as I pass.
Mm-hmm. Chris,
I think I'm in the right that I think she's an idiot.
You're not supposed to lock up the brakes.
To let her cross
Uh-huh.
there. If it said stop for pedestrians, yes. I think it is more just to be safe that there might be people here.
So you see that place as more like the deer sign.
Yes.
Be on the lookout. There could be deer. This is say. Be on the lookout. There may be people.
Yes. If an idiot or one of them jump out in front of you, be prepared to stop.
Right. So that's how you see it.
That's how I see it.
But this lady clearly thinks she has the right of way.
Yes.
She thinks all traffic stops for me.
Yes.
Because I'm the walker or I'm the runner on the trail.
Yes.
And this is where the trail crosses. And I don't know the answer. I really don't know what to tell you. I would have probably done the same thing you did, to be honest.
And I think 99% of people will.
It's a bit now, when we're on the way in, it's less busy. Let me preface that. This lady was up early for a run, but still, it's getting daylight earlier and earlier. So I get that. She's out before it gets warm. That's a bad spot for people just to stop, though, all the time. Let's say it's 3 p.m.
I that's why I don't think it is a stop for pedestrians, or they would put that up. I think it is a warning, like a deer sign. There may be people here.
Right.
Be on the lookout.
Right.
If an idiot one jumps out in front of you, they might. You just don't know. Sometimes they get skittish and they get over Karens.
Careful. Dumb runners out here. Be careful.
Now, I would like to know. If somebody knows, you can feel free to call 417-659-9797. You can also easily text if that is a stop or go situation.
Uh-huh.
Am I right? Is the over-exaggerated walker right?
You know, it'd be handy if we had a police officer that even had this information.
Yeah.
You guys could call in this morning. One of the locals, this is not the only place. This is the specific one this happened, but we have several of those around town.
We talked, there's another one on Zora that is very similar.
Correct.
It even has a hey, slow down, like a speed thing on it.
Does it? I don't travel that stretch of road, but I knew it was there. I don't travel it often.
But again,
and I'm sure there are other ones too, especially on these major. We're talking like the 4-lane roads where the trail crosses, and we have a lot of great trails around. It's one of the great things about the community. What do we do? What are we supposed to do?
I say I did the right thing, and she is in the wrong. The walker is in the wrong.
Or is the walker in the right? 417-659-9797. Give us a call if you think you know the answer.
And you can text, too. The same number. You can message us on Facebook if you want to there.
Yeah.
Chris Purple Ace and Bobby Show. But I would like to know. I think I am correct, but just in case.
Chris wants you to tell him he's right this morning.
Basically, yes. That's what I want. Morning, Anna. Oh, somebody's saying passengers have the right of way all the time.
Always.
Always. I don't know. In the handbook. We're talking real life.
I can't say that I actually know, and that's crazy. Like, I can't say I actually know all the rules
That's
exactly.
I'll argue that if we go.
But in real life,
We're talking real life here, not some book.
yeah, this is.
Driving in a book does not.
If you drove by the book in like Dallas, for instance, you would be dead.
Right.
Yeah.
There's real life and there's.
You can't drive by the book in some places.
Got to thanks for being entertaining.
Cool. I think we could call the Webb City Police Department.
Yeah.
And ask.
You want to do that?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know their number.
Oh,
Is it going to bother them?
I don't know. Magic box. We can tell them, hey,
Or-
if you have time, if you don't have time for this, it's cool. But
Hey, morning show, KXDG. We have a question.
Yeah.
Is that something you could answer or somebody else about?
of course, yeah. Hopefully, just somebody in the office. They're not,
We don't need.
we don't dispatch anybody here.
But I'm All right. Earlier this morning, I asked the question because it was an interesting drive-in. The crosswalk area, just down from McDonald's in Webb City, by the airport. As you're coming from the airport, there's a crosswalk there for the trail.
Yep.
I slowed down because I treat the area, if I see pedestrians there, like a deer crossing.
Yeah,
This is where deer might be crossing. This is where people might be crossing. There's nothing that says stop for pedestrians or flashing lights or any of that kind of stuff to help. None of that.
Nope.
And then there's the safety area in the middle.
Yeah, there's like an island, safety zone, whatever you want to call it.
Lady very annoyed, I think, with me this morning. She did the raising of arms, the walk super fast, exaggerated arm walk, and did arms again as I passed.
As so to say, hey, I'm walking here.
Yes.
So, yeah, okay.
You dummy and car.
Yeah.
I walk.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You're supposed to stop for me.
I didn't think that was the case. And I still don't believe it's the case.
Right.
Chris Parr Plays the Bobby Show on Facebook. We're live streaming everywhere. Or at the Big Dog Facebook page. Anna says she would have done what I did. We got text in that I think maybe back me up and one that doesn't.
Yeah. We ask you, what is the correct call here? Are you supposed to stop for the pedestrian or not?
And you can still text 417-659-9797. I'd love to hear what you said. Joseph, car versus pedestrian. Car always wins. Chris is correct.
Yeah, but Joe, we're not asking who wins in the battle of car versus pedestrian. We know the answer to that, man. Car always wins. Yes, you're correct.
And Chris is correct.
Okay.
It is not a crosswalk at an intersection, is what he says. Now, there's a Jason that Texas. Doesn't the driver's license handbook and the law say pedestrians have the right of way at all times?
Jason, we haven't seen a driver's license handbook in 20 to a while, 20 plus years.
There's book driving and there's real life driving.
Yeah.
It's the way I look at it. There's book driving and real life driving.
Yeah.
And if you try to book drive in real life,
yeah,
you just won't survive.
It won't work. Here, it's not great, especially in major cities. If you try to drive by the book there, you die. You can't do it.
Now, there is he did send, I think, the law. I can't open it up quite big enough to read it, but it's, I think, making his point that I think pedestrians always have the right of way. And I think for the most part, they do have the right of way. That's why if they started going out, I would stop.
Yeah.
But like a deer, I hope I don't hit them.
She was on the safety island, though.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the middle of the street, and you just swerved around her.
Right.
Yeah, this is slightly different, and it's on a 4-lane road. I mean, it's in a busy, busy stretch of road. So maybe he believes, clearly Jason's taken his driver's test. That's what I'm hearing. He knows this information, or whatever his name was. You can still send those texts in, 417-659-9797.
Now, we also talked to a local
police department.
Police department, and we asked them the question, and I think they sided on my side. Because I think they know good and well what will happen. If I stop and there's people behind me, they are going to run into me.
That's going to be a wreck. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's because of how busy it is. They did say, I would tell you not to stop right there. It doesn't say stop for pedestrian.
Right.
And they laughed about the deer. We said, so it's like the deer sign. They're like, yeah, kind of yes.
So the question will be I still think maybe legality-wise, what should you do?
Well, luckily you didn't hit this woman this morning because you're here and you're not in jail or in court later or anything.
Very much upset her, though, apparently, this morning. I like the
Hey,
fast,
lady, if you're listening.
The fast walking hands this morning was amazing.
God, I hope she's listening. I hope she's if you are, please, you got to call or text. You can take it out on Chris this morning, 417-659-9797.
Right. All right, what do we have back here? Kenny G turned 68.
Is he really?
Yeah.
One of the funniest things I've seen, not necessarily, well, I mean, it was kind of intended as the joke it was, but it was the Clive Davis thing I watched here a year ago or so. And he was talking about Kenny, like taking Kenny G to the popularity. And he's like, we want you to do, it was an interview with Kenny G. We want you to do a Christmas album. He's like, Clive, I'm Jewish. He's like, it's okay. Nobody cares. Nobody will even know. No. And it was like best-selling Christmas album ever or whatever there for a long time. Clive, I'm Jewish.
Nobody cares.
Nobody will know. It's all right, baby. It's fine. Man, I never even thought about that. I think the Flava Flav thing may be the best story of that stuff. Flava Flav. Peacemaker. World saver. Job creator. Flava Flav.
Hey.
I wish I could remember. Didn't he paid something for somebody a while back, right? Remember, we had a story about it. It was.
I think it might have been Red Lobster.
Shit,
When
I
they
didn't.
first announced it, I think he's
Flava
said-
Flav's got you, or so. I remember
I've
this.
I've got you, and I think it was Red Lobster, and now he's actually
I actually don't think it was Red Lobster. I think it was something else.
because he came on and said, "See, I told you guys." That's part of the story. I told you I was.
Yeah,
gonna
but
help
I
you."
assume he posts 400 times a day. It does all kinds of this stuff. I really think it was something else. Whatever it was. It's amazing what a good camera will do. One of Nat's friends, dad's kind of into photography a little bit and has a good camera. And he was snapping some of the girls last night. Just sent me that. I was like, oh, it's really good.
Instead of just a phone.
Instead of just a phone. Yeah, exactly. Which is all the pictures I'll ever have because, man, the great cameras are great, but I have no like desire for them, and they're so expensive.
If they weren't so expensive, actually, I think I'd really like one.
Yeah.
But Yeah, either Flavor Flav coming to the rescue or Joe Jonas maybe hitting
No, I like how they phrased it. It's Demi Moore hitting that.
as well.
Because she's the one's like, it's almost like she's the guy in this scenario. Demi Moore just goes and gets what she wants, kind of thing.
Because she can.
Of course.
Hottest grandma in Hollywood is what some people say. She could be one of the hottest.
Definitely in the running.
Yeah. 61.
I don't know how many others are actually grandmas, but somebody, wasn't even you, I was talking about that a while back. They were like something about 50 or, well, you guys don't realize maybe how many of these girls are 50.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. Because I think like Jennifer Aniston and so it's like some of these ladies they're like, yeah, but it's like, no, I don't disagree with that. Maybe it's not completely natural, but there's still a lot of them looking really great at 50 years old. They're putting a lot of money into it, yes, but they're just flirty. At least one storm says they're not actually giving each other the business yet. Wouldn't you just to say you did Demi Moore? Wouldn't you? Of course you would. I don't know why you wouldn't. Yeah,
So
I nailed Demi Moore.
Yeah, but
If I'm Joe Jonas,
he's
I know he can have whatever he wants.
he just got out of a relationship with a Stormy Bree, supermodel Stormy Bree.
I know it's not that, but see, for me, that doesn't mean anything. I don't know who that is. I know who Demi Moore is. I bet Stormy was beautiful also. I'm sure she was. Nothing helps you get over one like getting under another. We all know this.
Life tips from Bobby.
I'm not the first to say this.
Simon Cowell starting a new boy band.
Well, I'm sure he knows how to make it work.
He's done it before. I think he was the One Direction guy.
Did he do One Direction?
I think he was One Direction, or he was he was the cause of at least one, maybe even two.
I bet he's done more than one.
They're going to film the whole process for a potential documentary series. He's searching for him now. And it's been since the last success. Every generation, there's always been a huge boy band. Every generation. It's been 14 years since we had one. So he says it's time.
It's the whole generation. Who is it before? I remember the ones when I was a kid. And then, like even the New Kids and stuff before that. What was the boy band before New Kids, let's say?
So you go back to the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd go probably like the Commodores, the Jackson 5.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of those. I didn't know if you'd consider that boy bandish. Now, was it like Jackson 5 because they're kids? Bee Gees, yeah.
There's 3. I don't know if you call that a boy.
Now Jackson 5 feels...
Flavor Flav to the rescue.
Yeah, Flav. He's making a world of difference here.
In case you hadn't heard the news, the sad news, Red Lobster filed for bankruptcy last month.
Who hasn't heard?
Flavor Flav, he says when Flavor Flav heard about it, he decided to go to one, and he decided to order the entire menu.
Yeah.
And he said, quote,
Yeah.
"Yo, boy.
Yo, boy!"
Meant it when I said I was going to do anything and everything to help Red Lobster and save them Cheddar Bay biscuits."
I love that specifically he's worried about saving the Cheddar Bay biscuits.
And you should be.
They're great. They're like the thing, Red Lobster.
And if Flavor Flav saves Cheddar
Cheddar
Bay biscuits,
Uh-huh.
Flavor Flav is now
Will
amazing.
always be in debt to Flava Flav.
Yes.
That's probably true already. You just don't even realize it. But yes, especially if he saves the Cheddar Bay biscuit. I don't know that ordering the whole menu is really going to save Red Lobster.
Flav is reportedly in talks to meet with Red Lobster as for a potential collaboration,
Uh-huh.
a commercial or something. I don't
Okay,
know.
that's cool. I like this.
Dozens of restaurant locations have closed, but there are still over 600, including the one right here
Yeah.
in our backyard,
Yeah. Lots of them still open.
as they're looking to sell the company.
Yeah, they're trying to shell it all off. I mean, that specific location is going to go, look, we had a good day. Some guy that weighs 112 pounds came in and ordered the entire menu.
Yeah. Then he took a picture of it. It's all on tables.
How many tables does the whole menu take?
It's a couple,
Yeah.
2, 3.
It's a lot of food.
He ordered basically one of everything.
Yeah. Give me one of everything. Flavor Flav doing the Lord's work out here for Red Lobster.
Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. The new Star Wars series hit Disney Plus last night. At this point, Star Wars is basically Taco Bell. Every new thing is just the same 6 or 7 ingredients in slightly different proportions. Cyndi Lauper has announced her farewell tour. It's called Golden Girls Just Want to Have Fun. A new survey found that the majority of middle-class Americans say they struggle financially. Some say they can hardly afford getting their next tattoo. Dr. Pepper is now the second most popular soda in the U.S. It joins Dr. Phil as yet more proof that America loves fake doctors. And Kenny G turned 68 today. For those of you who aren't familiar, he's the patron saint of calm elevator rides. This is not headline news.